Well, hello everyone, TheOntarioGardener here, back with another episode of Satisfactory. I say Satisfactory, jeez Louise. For some reason I was thinking Satisfactory for some reason, but Factorio, Space Age. So, we're going to do this real quick, because I forgot to record this part before I started messing with stuff. So, at the end of last episode, we landed here, and we started a little bit of stuff over here. Well, this stuff is kind of still here. Haven't done much with this yet. I started making some concrete because we needed to make things to get, well, the next step which we were working on is to get foundries. And then from foundries, you can get your big mining drill. Because you can't mine the tungsten ore with a regular miner. If you go like this, it tells you what you can mine. For some reason, there's two different types of stone. I don't know why it says infinite stone. I don't understand that at all. You can mine scrap, you can mine calcite, which is also on this planet. I don't understand why it's infinite. I don't know. That doesn't make any... I don't understand that. What the heck? I don't understand what that means. It doesn't matter. Because they're all doubled like that for some odd reason. But anyway, you can't use that. You need to make these. These can mine everything, but also tungsten ore. So that's kind of like on the other planets. I'm assuming there's nothing else to mine above tungsten as far as mining. You can craft these things on Vulcanus, and the deal with these is that they're big. They're bigger. That's kind of the gist here of them. They have a longer mining speed, but they have bigger ore capacity, I guess. And they have how many? 4 module slots compared to 2. So you could and they have a built-in 50%. Resource drain 50%. Which means they're depleted 50% less. It has a... where is it? I thought it had a productivity in this, but maybe it doesn't tell you that. Okay, I thought it had productivity. Don't know. I don't have any on me, so I can't place them down. But I do have some placed. I swear it said there is productivity to it. Unless I'm just thinking of the Foundries, which have built-in 50%. And these have 4 module slots, so Foundries, you could really go crazy with these. And I'm going to get into that in a minute here. But I want to just give a quick overview of what we got going on here. Making brick, or making concrete, which is what a lot of this is. All this blue is concrete. And before we go, I guess we can show you, because I got rid of a lot of stuff. So we're kind of back to where we were. I set up a little array here to start doing belts. Now I wanted to just to go right to doing blue belts, but it's like, it doesn't work because you need so many... You need so many iron gear wheels. You need like 40 or 50 or something crazy like that for one blue, and we don't need blues here. Now, granted, I don't have them unlocked yet, but I think you make the green ones. Yeah, so these are all be used. These actually need tungsten plate, which we can make here. These are actually crafted here. You can't craft them anywhere else. When you see where it says crafting surface conditions, it has to be crafted here, and you have to make it in a foundry. So... Foundries are really used. Plus, we can't unlock this anyway because you don't have the science made. But the deal with these is they are 60 items per second. If you go back to the express belts, they're 45. You go to these, they're 30, and these are 50. So it's basically 15 more for every one. 15 to 30 to 45. Well, now we got rid of it to 60. So they're useful, not for us right now. But I have a little rig here going here because we need a lot of this stuff because we're going to start. I did make some blues, and I gave up on doing blues. But what I want to show you, can I do it from the map? No, because I don't have anything. So I wish you could place things and it would get rid of these cliffs. Now, I'm sure when I was making, like when I spawned in, I could have probably gotten rid of the cliffs. I don't know if I could have or not, but I wanted to leave this vanilla, except I got rid of those big worm things. So this is tungsten ore coming in. Right now, I'm trying to research the mech armor. I actually have, real quick, I do have I built another science machine here. That basically goes back and forth. Looks like we're struggling here. Oh, no, we're fine. Goes back and forth between Fulgara and Novice to pick up science. And we don't have a lot of science right now. So the way I'm doing it, basically, I'm leaving it at Novice because at Novice, there's no asteroids that come and get you. Like, you do have little things that float. I don't think this one's even turned on for that. That will grab things, but this will just sit here. The energy won't be consumed. Right now, the only thing we're processing is the iron because we're getting more than we need. I have it set to a condition for this, so it doesn't keep going back and forth. But this eventually will be my ship to go to and from Fulgora to get some things that you can only do in Fulgora, which is like recycle. Speaking of Fulgora, we have a lot. We haven't done anything to this since last episode, really. I need to set up a proper science, and the biggest issue with the science is copper plate. Because you need copper plate. Now we have a lot, but you need copper plate for literally, what is this one? This one's lacking, what? Green circuits. Now we have no green circuits. So like this needs to be set up properly. But the beauty here on Vulcanus is you can use molten lava, which is literally, this is lava everywhere. When you get into the patches that are like this, it slows you down. See? You can't walk on the lava itself. It prevents you from doing so. If you have that mech armor, you can fly over it. I thought undergrounds would go under it, but I guess that wouldn't make logical sense. And when I slow down walking, it's not because of not because my exoskeleton doesn't work, which is this or somewhere. So we got to run, and this is the thing, we had to run all around. This is the only patch of tungsten that I've had. Actually, well, there's one way over here. And I guess the idea is you're supposed to use trains, but we have trains, but we don't have those the rails which are here. So you got to have refined concrete. They don't cost that much, honestly. You put your supports over top. I guess you could funnel it, but point being is here are the miners. So they do have 50% productivity. Why doesn't it say that here? Oh, you know what? I think that's where that's at. But no, that makes sense. So legendary, would productivity be 92% then? Maybe that's what that means then. No. Anyway, productivity is 50%, so you could load all these up with more productivity modules, put speed beacons. You can make these worthwhile. You just have to get the speed down, by a fifth, 20% speed. But anyway, you need to use these to mine this. You can't use the other ones. We got to run all the way back, which is fine. And I'll show you my smelting area, because I had a whole bunch of little things just to try to make a lot of this type of stuff, so I didn't have to make it all by hand. We have to have plastic set up to get red circuits, to get green circuits. I don't know if blue circuits are used very much up here, depending on what we want to get, of course. So these are just little rigs that I have here dotted around. I'm in the process of rebuilding, like of putting a proper base, which we'll cover. I'll cover next episode. And let's go down here. So I started setting up. This is all going to get removed at one point. Started setting up. I've seen people do this, and I've never really played this way, but it makes so much more sense. Is use your substations, which I have a bunch left, and you place them they have a what's the width on them? They go 18. So they go 9 in all directions, except this is a 4x4. So I don't know if it actually goes 9. Let's see. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I guess it's 9 in all directions, not including this. So technically there's 20 across. The point being is these reach each other. So I guess it would be 18 in all directions. Well, not, you know what I mean? Or 9 in all directions. And you basically set up this grid, because these do not drain power. Like power poles don't drain power. So you set them up and ignore all the flashing, because I have the bots auto putting down all this concrete, which is going to take forever. And down here is what I initially had set up. And the beauty here, I don't actually need this anymore. No, I don't need this anymore at all. I have tons of these. So the beauty here, that has to be redone. The beauty here is you can get everything from lava. Now, you get a lot more out of it if you smelt down the ore. Now, do I have a foundry that I can place down? I do. So if you go in here, right, this is the beauty between foundries. You can make these here. It still takes the same amount of the same thing. So I don't really understand. I know you get 2 every half second. Like I don't understand. I mean, I think you can just do it because it's all based on metal, and then this you obviously need more metal. I think actually here, if you do it in the foundry, you use less iron gear wheels. Because that says, why does that say 10? That doesn't make any sense. I thought it more than 10. Oh, maybe these are the ones that take 50. 80 for those. Okay. So you can make these, but you can also make pipe, which we're doing here, and you can also make pipe to grounds, but you have to funnel this into this. And the way it works like any fluid mechanic does. The pipes in the tanks fill up, like they balance them, equalize instantly, which I love, by the way. And you see here that as we start at the beginning, foundries get molten Well, basically, it's molten. Where is it at here? It gets not molten copper. It gets, where is it? What do I? Well, I'm lost for words here. You get, maybe it's not a foundry. Here, you get lava. Jeez Louise, you get lava in from pumps, and this is way, like, this is so much. We have so much here. We have 25K of every one of these, so that's, I don't know, 100, 250,000. That's a lot. And the beauty behind all this, as I was trying to kind of get my words out here, is that you can cast things, right? So you go down here, and you basically, you can, this is where you get a lot from it. You can make stone that way. You can make molten iron using stone that way with calcite. You also have molten copper the same way. And stone is every freaking where, by the way. Like, it's everywhere. And then you go to the next one here. This is, you can make 500 molten iron from 50 iron ore. You get iron ore from like these big stones. You get every iron ore, so you get a huge, you can go around with your bots and just destroy these. You get a huge amount. So you get 500 iron. But it's molten iron, so it's not, I guess, not that huge. But anyway, that's just a way to get rid of your ore if you want to ship it in from another planet, I guess. Same thing, so you make iron and you got copper. So here you do casting iron. So you get 2 iron plate, but you need 20 molten iron. This here gives you what? Excuse me. Gives you 250 molten iron in 16 seconds. And this uses 20 molten iron in 3 seconds, 3.2. So you multiply this by 5, because this takes 16 divided by 5 is 3.2. So basically every cycle of this is without any sort of modules or anything like that. Every one cycle of this, you use 500 lava, 1 calcite. That's it. 1 in 10, you get 10 stone. Stone is the problem. You get too much stone, I should say. That's why you get stone everywhere. Everything gives you stone as a byproduct. So for every 1 craft of this, another one of these will craft 5 times. So you're only really using 100 molten iron. So if you look at it this way, this produces 250. If you have 2 of these, you'll be able to supply 5 of these. So it's basically a 2 to 5 ratio. The copper is exactly the same. You get 2 out. It's the same. It's the same. Calcite, stone. You guess you get less stone with iron, more for copper. I don't know why, but you do. It is what it is, and it doesn't matter. But the beauty behind this also is you can then make steel from this. And if you're looking at it as a, if you want to, what's the word? Like, I always say, I don't do this, like, to get every last bit out of it. What the heck would it be, that word? There's a fancy word. I use it when I play Plate Up. Ratio. You ratio everything crazy. So this is 5 of these uses what? 5 of these uses 150 iron, right? Just uses molten iron. So it's right back to this, molten iron. So here, this is 16. 5 times that gives you 150. So guess what? If you have, I guess it'd be if you have 3 of these. 3 of these can do, what would it be? 9 of these? No, you're using 150. You get 300, and then you get 600, and you get 900. I'm trying to think of the ratio here. I guess it'd be 1,200. No, that's not 1,200. It'd be 1,500. I don't know what the heck. It'd be 1,500. So 5 of these would give you 1,500, and you would need what? How many of these? 10. I don't know. Whatever. It doesn't matter. You can ratio it out. Put it that way. That's what I'm getting at here. You can ratio it out to give you 1 steel every 3.2 seconds. Here you're getting 2 iron plates every 3.2 seconds. Now it's slower than doing it the other way, but there's no belts. You can just link all these with pipe. It just flows. I mean, you can use belts for certain things. But anyway, this is how you get. You can also get iron gear wheels the same way. This is only 10 iron. So again, you ratio things basically the same way as if you're trying to pull them off a belt using inserters and using regular assemblers. It's just different way. Same thing with iron sticks. Sticks go into your rails. These go into your belts. This goes into a lot of things. And guess what? You can also make, if you combine plastics, you need plastic. Obviously, you can get that from I'll show you that. You basically take the lava and turn it into heavy oil, and you turn it into steam, which is crazy to get water. And then you can turn that into petroleum, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so here you take molten iron and copper, and you get 1 LDS. It's 15 seconds, but again, this takes a lot of molten copper. So it basically takes one full one of these for one full one of these. But then the iron, again, you run pipes. All you do is run pipes. So one, 5 of these, or maybe 4 of these, or whatever, or 3, whatever the ratio is, can do LDS. So instead of having, everything else to make LDS, which we go into here, normally it takes steel and copper, but instead of doing, you kind of just bypass that and just do it like this. I find it awesome, by the way. Concrete, the same thing. Stone brick, everything's molten iron or molten copper, and you get 100 water from that, and you get concrete, which is what we're trying to make a lot of. Here we have casting copper cable recipes. That's used for your not direct insert, but you can it's almost like I'm trying to explain it. Is it worth putting this stuff on the bus? That answer there, I think, is no. But you basically are using Foundries to make everything, because they have 4 slots, and they have let's just click this for instance, right? This here basically it gives you 2 cables every 1 second for 5 copper. That's it. Only 5 molten copper. That's it. So one of these things has how much? 250. So basically one of these can run 50 of these. And then it's like, okay, well then do you start putting that on the bus? I think the answer is, okay, I said that. I'm not going to repeat myself. You can also make your homium plate here. Normally we make that on the other planet. I got to figure out how to get I'm not sure what it's actually used. It's using the mech armor, I guess. Tesla gun. This isn't made here. This isn't made here. We're not doing lithium here. So I don't know why you would make that. I mean, you don't have to use Foundries here. You can use Foundries. Oh, sorry, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted just to do this. You can craft them here, but you can, as far as I know, you can use them anywhere. I don't think it says where you can't use them. And here's all the recipes as a whole, and also you can make your science that way. So you click on this, you make your science, you gotta make that into Foundries. So everything here is Foundries. Foundries. So instead of using lots of different types of belts and inserters, you're using pipes, and you're gonna use belts for inserters for this. So I think what I'm gonna do. I have all this set up. I want to show you one last thing, and then we're going to take a break. And when I come back, a lot of this will be done. Because a lot of this is just tedious stuff to figure out. So here we're making water. So the way you make water, you make it from sulfuric acid and calcite. How that works, I don't know. I don't know what calcite actually is. Does it tell you what it doesn't even tell you what it is. Well, I mean, I guess it's calcite. That's what it is. So basically, you're neutralizing the acid, and you get steam. Right, and then you take the steam and you condense the steam into water, and you get water. So I mean, this produces what 10,000 steam every 5 seconds. This takes in how much? 1,000 every 1 second. So you could run 2 machines off of this, because in 10 sec, what was this? What did it say? So in 5 seconds, you're basically getting 2,000 steam per second. This is using 1,000 steam per second. So you could run 2 of these off of one of these machines, and all it takes is sulfuric acid. And guess what? Sulfuric acid is freaking all this is sulfuric. This is all sulfur, well, sulfuric acid. They're sulfur geysers or whatever they're called, but they're sulfuric acid, and you just freaking pump them into a tank. You have 104,000 in the pipeline. But you use that to make a lot of things. So, and then up here we're making this is to make your heavy oil. So you need coal, you need calcite. You're not really dealing with iron. Well, you are doing with iron plate and copper plate, but you're doing it kind of differently, aren't you? Are you kind of doing it differently? Because if you want to make these, you use molten copper, right? You don't want to use copper plate, but you use copper plate for things. So you've got to set up a little mini setup to have like my inserters and all these. These you still have to make, and I'm gonna do that off camera. I'm gonna set up a little kind of, not use someone else's blueprint, but use a blueprint that I made up that makes sense to me. Also for this, for inserters, for basic things. I may modify the ones I normally use at a later time, but we'll see. Because you have different ones here. What is the problem here? What? Oh, it went away. What the heck happened there? Oh, this is sitting above here. I just call it the Forgora. Yeah, we're at Vulcanus right now. I could probably ship this back. but it's not doing it. It's not any. It's no harm. I mean, we're not getting very many things. It's just sitting here. Nothing's getting used. Like there's nothing. There's no draw to have that's just sitting here. Use some ammo. Well, yeah. I guess we're actually. Ooh, yikes! We actually are out of ammo, aren't we? That's not good. Okay. I didn't realize that. Oh, never mind. Let's fix that. Let's fix that right now. We're gonna make some ammo. Let's bring 500. Should be more than enough. I didn't realize that. And then I want to go back. I want to go back to novice. Like we can get there. We just would we have enough ammo? I don't know. Maybe. Or we're gonna take a lot of freaking damage. We have a lot back here. We're not using any of this. Oh yeah, we have all this here. Let me turn this around. Let me turn that around. Let's turn that around as well. I want to funnel. We don't need any in the back. So I think what we'll do is let's just go back to novice, because this isn't doing us any good sitting out here. All requests satisfied. So all you got to do. Oh, this isn't the right one. This is the other one. But anyway, all you got to do is set it to something that the planet doesn't have. Slime. Okay. Import that. That comes from Gleba. So we just put it back here and we set it to this. So this will get there and it'll just stay there. It won't go anywhere else. This one is actually Fulgor Science. This one is at novice. So this one is perfectly fine here. There's no risk. So let's get rid of this one. We don't need it right now. Anyway, let's go back here. So I'm busy showing you guys around, but my goal off camera, which I'm going to do this, is I have a patch of coal here. It looks very different on this planet, by the way. Look at it. It's weird looking. It says like 200. Like there's not a lot of it here. It's very scattered. Like there's not like it's 600. You know what I mean? It's so weird. But then if you click on it like this, it says 1.1 million, which is not a lot. And over here is where we have calcite. So I have these going here just so I could operate it a bit. We have this one here, tungsten, and then we have coal. So like you almost really want to do trains at some point. We'll see if we can get, but you also need the bigger miners. So look, this is the same patch. Uh-oh. What the heck just happened? Uh-oh. Oy, shoot. That's not good. Oy, shoot. That got blown up. Are we there? Okay, we're there. Oh my gosh. We're here. Okay, we'll get refueled. Holy jeez Louise. That was freaking rough, man. These are my like interplanetary or whatever I don't know what you call it. Transports. Okay. We made it back, so it's fine. Doesn't matter. Ignore me. So yeah. So we do. Okay, saying so sorry guys. I don't know how to get this flat. I think that's the whole challenge of this place. Is not having flat spaces. But this area here, these are like the lava is this color. These are like the, what do you want to call them? The cliffs. Now, what I could have done when I made this map is go into each one and just like say the starting area is gigantic. But I don't think we're going to need all that much. Like here's a nice big spot up here we can do stuff at. Up here, this looks like a massive spot away from the lava. But this is where we landed, so we're going to try to fit everything in here, which we should be able to. I already started setting up a little bit of a system here, a little bit of a bus, just to start getting some things set up. A lot of it's going to be, like, we're going to have iron plate and stuff on the bus, but we're also going to have a bunch of pipe networks that's going to have, I don't know yet. I got to figure it out, because the pipes can only carry, pipes can hold what? It doesn't really, what is it? Does it tell you what pipes hold? I don't want capacity. I don't care about that. I want, like, what's the, doesn't, look at that. That's cool looking. Huh. Remember that one. So it doesn't like tell you anymore. It just says 100. Like everything's just 100, but I don't know what that's based on. Right? Because these pumps, can I click on one? Like doesn't, like the pumps do what? it doesn't. They speed at 1200 per second. Now I don't like how much fills a pipe. I don't have no idea. This is a percentage of it being full. So can I assume it's 1200? I don't know, right? Because it's all about how many machines. How many machines can we run off of molten iron? Like this is 250, right? It's like I don't know. So a lot of this is going to be made over here, and then we'll have these ingredients type things pushed out. Yeah, I guess hindsight, we're not going to make that much from this. We'll do, plates, steel. Now this is where I almost want to have these go on the bus, because you get one iron. So if you do it this way, right, you get 2 iron plates every 3.2 seconds for 20. One of these is 10. But the problem is that if you then go and you do it in this, it's how is it done? It's half a second to get for 2 plates, right? So here it's 2 plates. Well, 2 plates for 3.2 seconds, and this is you get 1 for 1 second. So I don't really think this is beneficial putting this on the bus, and then the sticks. I think it's no, because here what I do is I'd set up a separate train area. LDS is eventually, I don't know. By that time, maybe we'll have a lot of bots. I brought bots with me, obviously. That's the key here. Bring bots with you. Concrete is used to make other things. So that's the thing. We have to make, to make a foundry, you need all these things. Oops, sorry about that, guys. To make a foundry, you need all these things. So tungsten carbide, we got to make a ton of that. If you click on this, it tells you this is made in these. But we need to get the ore, which we have. We have the acid. This gets made in these things. So like this, the tungsten carbide recipe, that's going to go on the bus now, because we're going to need a lot of that for various. If you click on it, tells you it's using this, this, and this. We can't make these. We can make these anywhere. It's just we couldn't make them before because you need tungsten. Also, you have these. You can't make quantum processors here. This is on. This is crafted on freaking where? Aquilo. This is way down the line. Like we're gonna be shipping similar to how Dyson Sphere program is in a sense. You're shipping stuff elsewhere. So here we're gonna eventually have a huge tungsten carbide area. Excuse me. And then that's with making carbon. Carbon is just sulfur. Everything's sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid is used in this process, making batteries, which is going to be super easy to make here. You have carbon. This is the barrel. You have processing units, which are, well, they take a lot anyway. This, and then obviously uranium ore, which there's no uranium on this planet. So like on this planet, we're going to be making, obviously, science, but we're also going to be making, you could say, maybe we'll make batteries here. But the point I'm getting at as well is, on Fulgora, the issue we have is that we have like no copper plate, we have no this, we have no that. We're lacking. I don't even know what we're lacking at this point. Here we're lacking batteries. We have no batteries. What are we doing over here? Do we have batteries in here? No, it's because everything's stuck. So here would be a good place to run a ship back and forth between Vulcanus. That's a long drive though. Or actually, it probably would be better to go from Novice to Vulcanus. And like or whatever, it doesn't matter. Actually, you can't go a direct route, can you? You have to go through Novice. But anyway, stop at Novice, refill your stuff, and then boom, head right to Fagora. Like, you can have endless amount of ships. We're not anywhere near that yet, but we're getting there. So here, everything's just being done by bots, which is kind of fine for now, but in reality, it's not. So we only have 100 bots. I have my construction bots on me, which are great. But we need to set up a proper bus, a proper kind of little mall for things that we're using, like inserters, belts, these type of things. Maybe, chem plants, yeah, because you make a lot of stuff with chem plants. But these, no, even these things, not really. You can make them in hand. We got to get more solar panels, because solar here is ridiculously crazy. If you go down here, it tells you that you have 300%. I don't know what that. What is that? What is that? What the heck? Okay. Why are the bots not fixing that? Oh, they probably can't reach it. And I don't have solar panels on me. Anyway, I think what happens is these things, these burning trees, like burn things. Okay, duh. What's this say? So something, we got to figure out the logic network. There's a lot to do. So what I'm going to do in between episodes, or in between the end of this cut to the next cut, is I'm going to basically rework all of this. We're going to get a little bit of bus setup. We're going to have this stuff set up, even just a little setup. We got to make green circuits. We got to make red circuits. We have to make everything still, right? So we got to be a little bit careful of that. But we'll get there. We'll get there. I do a lot of this off camera just because it's tedious stuff that you've seen me do before. But anyway, when we come back, I'll have you a big overview of how this is going and how we're going to put on the bus. Because before I'm like, let's just put all the ore on the bus. I mean, I guess we still could. You still could, I guess. But why would you need to? What would you use it for? I mean, to make foundries, you have to do it, but I could just do that over here. Foundry again, molten iron. I don't know. Maybe we'll put molten. Maybe we'll put. You know what we can do? We can put one pipe of molten iron and one pipe of molten copper. That way, if we need anything over here that requires those products, we can do that. I think that would be probably the best bet here. The molten iron is used in all of these things. But even making pipe though, it's like it's not really. Is it worth it using a foundry? Foundries don't take that much power. Max consumption is actually, yes, they do 2.58 megawatt. I said is a lot of power. These draw what? Yeah, they draw significantly less. It's getting dark now. I need to also get some lights going. I want to put lights around. Maybe not around all. I like to put them around all of these, but. Anyway, guys, we're going to take a short break here. When I come back, a lot of this stuff is going to be done. It's just tedious to do, and I'm trying to learn as well, so I don't want to bring you guys along for all of that. But we'll have a little bit of a bus set up. We'll have our basic stuff set up, and then we got to see what to do. Because this will run us, like this will go, this grid actually, because this is all flat. It's all flat over here. Actually, we don't have to, well, we can run down to it. It runs down to here till we hit the lava. And then it basically goes all the way over here before we hit. And this can be moved. This can be moved all over here. We have ways to go over here. And then here you're kind of hitting the edge of it. But you could kind of sneak down in here if we need to for various things. But this space here should be good enough because we want to get this place self-sustaining. And then potentially use this place to make things like copper and iron. And ship it to other planets. Not like Novice because we don't need it there. But nonetheless, guys, let's take a quick little break. We're going to come right back. In about 2 seconds, and then we'll go from there.